So, Billy here.
Jay.
Give me my drink, please.
That's Melvor.
Classic game in the 1950s.
I remember this night, it was probably about 7 shots of vodka in about 5 minutes.
The intro.
Fuck this intro.
When the consoles pop up, that always bothered me because it was just like boom, and there was no, there was no bounce to
Who
it.
came up with this idea of us?
It was me.
Was that you?
No, the Indiana Jones was my idea. I remember you yelling at us the whole time we're trying to film that. Remember we filmed that like in my living room?
Yeah, on a green screen that was yellow, so it was impossible to key most of it. So I had to actually go frame by frame and cut it out. God, that was tedious.
The Indiana Jones was my idea, for the record.
Yeah.
Wax a Snatchy. So if you live in the DFW area, Wax a Snatchy is kind of like a... I wouldn't even know if it's like an inside joke around here, if that's just we're idiots.
Yeah. This is back in the day when we were using the television. The
Television's the background.
yeah, and you can see somebody. That's Fallout 3 right there. The PS3 Fallout 3, and you can see people logging in on the PSN network
That's
from time to time. Hey, look, and you can actually see the bottom of the television.
Yeah, you can. Never noticed that. Oh, but the Waxahachie, the actual town's called Waxahachie. Look at my hair, dude. It looks horrible.
Dude, your face looks horrible. So this is the obligatory, get to know the Game Chasers segment here. I didn't know what to expect when we first made this. I didn't know if people were going to love it or if people were going to be like, oh, you just ripped off pickers.
While we were actually filming it, I don't think any of us really realized it, until the finished product was showed to us. I think that's when we realized, oh, well, we got something here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be okay. I didn't expect the quality of the actual final edit, though.
Look, we forgot to move that thing hanging from Regina's mirror.
Yes, and this is the first episode. So this is we're not in the now infamous Game Chaser mobile. Your Ford Ranger.
Yeah, this was before we started using my Ranger for everything. This is when Entertainment Mart used to have good shit to find.
Yes.
Not so much anymore.
And this is also when we had to shoot everything covertly.
Yeah.
Like, okay, because, normally, now we just go, hey, this is what we do whenever we go into a store. Check out the Game Chasers. Go look it up. Doing episode 1, we had nothing. So, we didn't want to ask people to film, so we just shot. We went in cameras blazing.
Basically. I thought I was cool with my bowling shirt, like Chenandler Bong.
Yeah, this wasn't in the original, but we got her. This is Heidi, and it's kind of random how we ran into her. Actually, we started asking if we could shoot in the film. The second time we went to Entertainment Mart and find out that she's Pro Jared's girlfriend.
Yeah, that was pretty funny actually. It was really funny actually.
You never know what you're gonna find there.
I actually got Persona, the first Persona on PS4.
I was legitimately mad though that she was taking all the good games.
Yeah, a little bit, but
That's just random right there.
Well, he definitely gives you plenty of that.
So what's... People are probably wondering what our thing with Shaq Fu is. It's just kind of a running bit, like a running gag, I guess. This game's so bad that we just show it. I don't really know.
Well, and the funny thing, too, is that whenever we come across it, it's always overpriced.
Yeah.
I've never played the game, but I keep getting close-ups of it because it's just the most ludicrous thing to make a game out of. So, that's usually what I look at when I'm going for close-ups.
Okay, so this first aired July... No, it didn't first air July 2011.
No, it was like April.
Yeah, it was like April 2011. Here we are now. This is actually February 3rd, 2013 when we're doing this commentary right now. I don't know why that's relevant, but...
No, it's not.
Well, I mean, we're looking back almost 2 years later on it.
Well, yeah, actually, because...
The first one went up in March, I want to say.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It went up in April. It was a long time ago, but I still remember it pretty vividly. I mean, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, honestly.
I remember when it first aired, I watched this thing like 10 times.
Yeah, I did too, actually.
I was like, wow, this is like cable quality right here,
I couldn't believe we actually did it, because we've always for years talked, oh, let's do this, let's do that. And then we started talking about this, Billy and myself, and we actually just did it and got it done. That was surprising.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't see something of this quality on YouTube usually. Well, back then anyway, you know.
Still don't.
At least, honestly, at least from somebody as small as us.
This was added. This is not in the original cut, was it?
Yes, because we never originally did an interview with Video Game Mike because, you know, we just met him. We just met the guy. We didn't exactly want to say, hey, can we go to your house and shoot interviews?
Right.
So when your first impression of meeting him, did you really say, hey, he looks like Everlast?
Yeah, I think when we pulled up, I actually said, man, this guy looks like Everlast. It's just funny that I've seen comments. The guy looks like Everlast. Yeah, he sure fucking does.
My Video Game Mike is a character though. He's a really good guy.
Yeah, he is.
He's a good guy, but he is a character. He's pretty funny guy.
King of Kings. It's a wisdom tree game. One of those Bible.
That's the first time.
Yes.
I knew I had to have
I was channeling my inner Mike from American Pickers.
That was the cheese right there.
Well, you know, this episode was a lot more straight-laced, but I was also, you know, especially in the interview segments, I was trying to be a little bit more animated, I guess. But then as it kind of went on, I was just like myself or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, animated Billy's not a good Billy. What was I doing with the sideburns? Did you see my stupid sideburns just then?
What about that stupid goatee you had? Oh, wait, you still do.
Oh, yeah, I sure do. I've had a goatee for since I was 18.
Uh-huh. It's not a good look for you.
Screw you.
A couple times, I guess, looking for me, and he called me and told me, hey, man, where you at? I told him, oh, just meet me by the white car at the end of the alley. And so he pulled up there, and I walked
This is hilarious right here. He's talking about...
The alley?
Yeah.
worried about this. I was like, oh, I got cheerings. Don't kill me.
Don't get...
Get those sideburns.
Don't kill me, I got cheerings.
I got children's.
It was really awesome. I gave him my number and my email, and he said he'll be in contact.
I do remember when you were editing this, you were trying to find a balance on how much of the nonsense and stupidity you should actually show.
That's a good point because these are redone graphics here because in the original they look like crap. There was like a blues thing and then crappy looking fonts, but yeah, I really wanted to have balance, you know, because if somebody really had no interest in gaming, you know, at least they wanted it to be kind of funny, so they'd want to watch it. And normally, just the stupidity that comes out of our mouths just on an everyday basis. It's really effortless to try to make it somewhat entertaining for the non-game chasers out there.
What do you want?
What were you doing? Just hoping she would forget?
Well, yeah.
Especially like this part right here. I mean,
Yeah. I think people can relate to that. I think I told you I didn't want you to use that.
No,
first,
there
was it something else?
It was something else. You were like, what was it? Oh no, you were on the phone arguing with somebody because your son said a bad word.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I forgot about that.
I remember that though, but yeah, I forgot about that.
Dude, the conversation was hilarious.
Yeah, I know, and I fucking heard an earful on that one. So something that never made it onto camera. Well, it was on camera, but it was never used in an episode. I get a call from my ex-wife. Might as well tell the story, right?
Yeah.
What game is that?
Fallout 3. I get a call from my ex-wife, and she's like, your son is over here cussing. I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, he's running around the house yelling stupid bitch at everyone. And I said, he's running around the house yelling stupid bitch at everyone. And all of a sudden you just hear Billy and Melvor just cracking up laughing. And of course she hears them. So she's like, that's not fucking funny and blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, he don't cuss at my house, so what the fuck are you teaching him? And that, she didn't like that. That didn't go over real well at all with her, so.
I don't imagine.
Yeah. But yeah,
This right here is inserted footage. It wasn't in the original either. This actually, going back and doing like the re-edits, all these dudes, this episode 1 is probably the most different from the original edit than any of them.
It took you like
4.5 years to make this edit.
And to get it up on Retroware, because I remember on Retroware you started with episode 2.
Yeah.
And then, I think it was literally 6 months later you finally put episode 1 out with the.
Well, I mean, it's like
extended edition.
It's like I have to work on the new episode, and then once that's done,
I get it.
I don't.
Is this Eyes of the Hawk?
It's coming up.
I can't even hear it, honestly. We're trying to be clever here and have it real low because we don't have any money for headphones, so we can barely hear what's going on. So
this is the good old days of shooting when we had somebody following in a car behind us and could get road shots.
Yeah, or when we had someone who could actually film.
Yeah.
Directions were not right, of course.
You like my glasses there that only have one arm?
I never noticed.
You know what this shot always, not this like specific, but just this camera angle, it always fucking reminded me of the Sonic commercials.
Yeah, I know. There's a part in here where I actually say that, and we might have missed it already.
No, I think it's at the beginning. Oh, and this is when Melvor refused to be on camera and always tried to hide.
I think it's distracting, honestly. I mean, other people,
yeah. Well, the dongo fucked that one up.
Well, he just doesn't care. Yeah, I remember the first time he was in there, half the people were like, "Why in the world is John Lennon in your back seat?"
That was it right there. Eyes of the Hawk. Basically, I'm full of shit like all the time, and I constantly have these like just bullshit flying over my head, and I'll just be like, "That looks good," and I'll grab it out of fucking midair and just throw it at someone. And that's the Eyes of the Hawk thing. I mean, obviously it's from Brave Star, but I don't know. It just felt appropriate at the time. What were we talking about right there?
You're talking about how blue and beautiful my eyes are.
Dude, we're so stupid. We are so freaking stupid.
I distinctly remember on the way back filming this day, you guys seriously had like a 15-minute argument over, what was it, like the Geico Gecko or something?
Oh, yeah. I think that'll be on the outtake reel.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the argument?
I don't know.
Whether or not the gecko was Australian or British.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I remember that. Is all that on camera?
Yeah.
Really?
That ET there, when we ended up going back and somebody getting that Flintstones game, I think I picked up that ET. The same ET, funny enough. I actually ended up buying it.
Imagine that, no one bought it.
I've acquired a copy of that also. I don't know how, but I've wound up with a copy of that.
Oh, they had a copy of Shadowrun there. I didn't even notice that.
I could not believe some of the prices.
This was early on, dude.
That was before the game started shooting up.
Yeah, honestly, we didn't really know what the fuck we were doing when we started this. This is a DVD exclusive only, but I got taken by the same lady that we got the little Samson from. I got taken on a 5200 Pac-Man. I paid like $10, and I thought that was awesome. And I get home and start doing some research, and I'm like, man, that lady took me. But I mean, in the end,
I got taken too on a Sega Genesis Dracula, which
Genesis or CD? Was it Dracula on CD?
It was Genesis, which wouldn't have minded so much if the game wasn't so terrible. That was the worst game I think I've ever played. The worst graphics. It was inexcusable.
I think that stuff with you buying the Pac-Man games on tape.
Is it? It might be.
No, I think it is. And we're putting together the bonus episode. So that might make the cut.
Wow,
Yeah.
what is that?
That's your hand.
Meat claw.
It looks like a Yeti.
That's your meat claw.
Oh, that's a disturbing image right
No
there.
kidding. You look like a cross between Gamester and yourself.
Hey,
Why does he look dead? He's an ice cream stand. Dude, how come I haven't seen this?
You don't watch the show?
you look so, oh man, disturbing there.
We really didn't know what the hell we were doing when we started doing this, though.
My skin was green. That's nice.
Rarity, price, we didn't know any of that.
Well, we knew. So,
Well, to a certain degree.
Give me the game back. And Billy says, I just wanted to see it.
I wish this had been on tape.
I do too.
I wish he had the camera on during the
Dude,
argument.
you guys should have seen the look on the clerk's face, y'all. He was just like, He's looking at y'all kind of like, is this really happening? This is two grown men? Are y'all really doing this?
Seriously?
That was the look on his face. No bullshit. He was, and dude, it is embarrassing. It was seriously was embarrassing. I don't get embarrassed often.
Yes, I know.
But that was embarrassing. I was like, guys, knock it off. I was seriously embarrassed by that though.
Mario 2 for $5. That's a good deal for a retail store.
Yeah.
Ultimate Stuntman, it's a gold cart. I also got fast food on the Atari 2600. I don't know much about it, but I'm a big Burger Time fan.
I don't think this is going to be a spoiler because apparently, if you this is coming out during the summer. You've already seen the episode, but I keep having some really good luck at final fights and
yeah, you do.
At Game Exchange. I got that Final Fight 2 for 99 cents for absolutely no reason.
We're in there so long it got dark.
No, yeah, and that actually was the way it happened too. It was funny. Oh, look, it's light time again.
Hey, look at that.
Look, I throw this in for no reason.
What's he
In
saying?
the chair playing the Wii, and it was a fighting game. He had both controllers, and he looked like this.
Talking about his cousin who was playing a game on the Wii.
I like how that's in there for no reason.
I like all the random, just like things that make you go type of moments.
Well, see,
that you put in there.
I added a lot of that in this DVD edit because it wasn't in the original. Because the original was more straight laced.
Yeah, it was.
It was like.
It was.
Here we are. Here's the game changer. No, there's a little bit of nonsense.
So you guys, y'all start watching all the way through because we always have something at the end.
Yeah, no kidding.
We always have something at the end of the credits.
The person that's watching this with the DVD commentary
Probably has seen it all the way through.
absolutely, yes.
That's sexy.
Billy's a real man, drinks Mike's Hard Lemonade.